It's giveaway time. Are you ready?
I am.
It's our first giveaway. I'm pretty excited because it's always fun giving somebody something.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. We're at 1,000 subscribers, just a little over now.
We did it. Thanks, guys. The deal was shock service.
Yes.
But not just on anything. Keep your mom's station wagon out of this. We are going to only do ATVs and snowmobiles. You haven't read much of these?
No.
So I'm the moderator, the administrator of the YouTube channel, so I got to read all these. Mario didn't. Gavin Gooch, is that how you say it last name?
I don't know.
All right. The 2004 TRX 450 with a stroker crank have been able to do that without your TRX engine rebuild video. Thanks, buddy. That was nice.
Appreciate that.
We appreciate that. He goes on to say he does mostly MX racing and some OHV park riding. 867 diesel. Do we remember the commercial a couple years ago of guys riding in the car with their grandma? One of them said, "That's what she said." See, I thought that was a Michael Scott joke. I don't recall this commercial. Avery Cooksey, he's got an 06 TRX 450. You're familiar with those.
Yeah.
XC setup. Thanks for the videos. I was able to freshen up my top end myself. I like hearing that. Right before Ironman 2, I've raced Ironman. So that's a pretty cool story, Avery. Thanks for watching the videos.
Yeah, appreciate that.
And commenting to win. Or like we talked about in the giveaway video, we're literally just going to pick somebody that catches our attention. This isn't at random.
Yeah, no.
We're being jerks about it. If we like you, you're... Todd Swain, the old guy I race against. Great video as always. He needs some Renegade shock service. You know, he just paid us a compliment. He didn't tell a joke or anything, so I don't know.
Well, we'll keep
Todd, work on your comedy stuff and
You're in the running.
You're in the running. All right. Chris Films 405. He's got the TRX 450 ER. That means electric start?
Yeah.
Gotcha. You guys are funny and do work right way and no cutting short corners. Okay.
I appreciate it.
Well, I'm just holding the camera, but thanks for the compliments. Ben Lomas. I know Ben. He's got the Renegade XXC. Let's go, Ben. Sean McDonald. Man, let me get that shock service for the O2 Master Blaster. Here's another Honda guy, T. Strick, 1627. He needs to freshen up so he can continue to fly by my kid on the trails.
There you go.
Looking great, you two. Keep up the good work. Maybe show the hybrid hitting the dirt. We definitely plan on that. This was part 3. Part 4 is still coming. We got a couple videos coming out left with that four-wheeler, so stay tuned. Raptor 150 needs the love for the cross-country season. He's an exhausted dad after a year of racing. I like hearing that story. He's a dad helping his kid.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Yeah. Blaine, 2006, Honda 400EX. Cool shit isn't cheap, and cheap shit isn't cool. Man, he's got life figured out.
Oh, yeah, appreciate it.
Figured out. Hickory Dickory Doc, refresh my shocks. 2015 YFZ 450R with MR Unlimited, triple rate fronts and built rear. This is Woodruff. Josh Harp. He's a buddy of mine. I can't be giving this stuff away to my buddies. I actually had the pleasure of riding his race quad, this 2020.
Well, that's the thing, too. It's
YFZ
like
450.
Really want to try to, be funny, but also somebody that really could use it.
Right. Jose Alfarel. Jose says something in Spanish. Mario de Saluiges?
Must be Where's Luigi? That's my guess. I don't know.
05 TRX 450 by Mike Elverson. He's on a budget build. First TRX, and he's getting it ready for next season. Mike sounds like a nice guy. He just didn't do anything to stand out.
Well,
that was half the contest, is do something to stand out.
Yeah, the criteria is a little everything. You know?
Yeah.
We'll find, you know what I mean? You'll know the one when you hear it. So
right.
Let's do it.
Such as this next guy, Nathaniel 4756. I'm not great at math, so I'm not sure if my build fits the criteria. But I've got an Öhlins rear shock on my 86 ATC 250R.
Okay.
Are they rebuildable?
Yeah, Öhlins.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would really benefit from a rebuild. I've flirted with the idea of doing it myself, but if I can get somebody who actually knows what they're doing to rebuild it, I feel like that would be a much better situation. Correct me if I'm wrong, that's a 3-wheeler? The ATCs are 3-wheelers?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right, he's got forks in the front, so he might, I don't know what he's going to do.
Yeah. I know you said nothing older than 14, but I don't think that rule should apply if I were talking about 250Rs.
Yeah,
if we are talking, yeah, I had to give it a shot, and if you pick me, it's only one rear shock, win-win, right? So he's not looking for the front suspension.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
No, that's a pretty cool deal there.
That's an interesting entry, but we've got a few more below him. Another Honda, an 07 TRX 450ER. GRCMX79 says, "Don't pick me. I'm old, slow, and I suck." Yeah, and then Taylor below him says, 07 TRX 450. A lot of Honda riders watch us, I guess, which is a Honda video, so it makes sense.
Oh,
Maley?
Derek Maley. I was going to say scroll down a little
Probably screwed his name up. Sorry about that.
No, Derek Maley.
I hope I win, Mario. I was jumped by a gorilla, and he took my wallet, and I need all 3 of my Elka Stage 5s rebuilt for his Yami.
Good.
This guy's my number 1 choice. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good people in here, and we really appreciate everything.
Yeah, some of these comments were great.
I do think that
we owe it to this guy.
I think so.
And I'm going to be selfish here. I think we'll get views if we film you doing it.
Yeah, I mean,
let's make a video out of it. I'm sure this guy, because he even says, I don't know how to do it myself, he would benefit from seeing it, as would others.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing here. You're teaching others. So
I think so too, and it's a shock that we haven't filmed, and so that'll open up to different audience possibly.
Yeah, very cool. We're going to touch on older Hondas that I think a lot of people are probably searching for on YouTube on how to do stuff too.
Yeah.
So our big winner, Nathaniel 4756 with the 86 ATC 250R. Mario's going to rebuild that rear shock. Yeah. This sounds fun. I'm excited to see how this works. It's an Öhlins?
Yeah, it's an Öhlins.
Yeah. Well, this is from us to you, man. We'll cover all the service stuff, but like we talked about in the giveaway video, any damage to a shock housing or a spring or anything like that, we'll communicate with you and figure out a go from their plan. But thank you so much for entering. Everybody who commented, everybody who's watching the videos, we are finally over that 1,000 subscriber mark. We hope to be doing some live podcasts where we can do some Q&A with people.
Yeah.
And we also have some plans this off season with another engine build. You're thinking about doing another Honda?
There's a variety of things that are coming down the pipeline. Hopefully we can make it all work.
Right, but there is something that's not engine build related. It's a harness. Why don't you grab some of that stuff?
Oh, yeah.
He's getting into doing custom harnesses for Hondas right now, mostly Honda hybrids. And the key to doing these dirt bike engines in the ATV frame is relocating some electrical components, and that means rewiring them, pretty much throwing out the old harness.
Yeah.
And just installing this.
Yeah, so in the past, when we've been doing these conversions, there's parts of the harness that we have to lengthen, make extensions. Now I want to take it another step further and relocate all the electronics, the ECU, the starter solenoid, the voltage regulator, put the battery up front, and it even has a bracket for optional fan relay if somebody wants to add the fan to the system. And so we've gone through and completely new harness, connectors, high-end wire.
And these are all
shrink
OEM connectors?
Yes. High-end boots, shrink wrap, the whole 9 yards. And so things have been lengthened, things have modified, put in better locations. We're stepping into this, trying to do one more thing with these conversion kits, which we're going to offer some things here coming up soon, gas tanks and other things. But the harness is one piece that I've really wanted to make better and, just move things around in better spots. So we make the harness in-house. The brackets are all cut, bent, and welded in-house. And we're just, moving forward with a lot of these projects and conversions, trying to make things better as we go down the line here.
And if you guys are interested in having Mario design or buy one of these custom harnesses off of him, reach out on Facebook. That's probably the best way. Hit us up at MR Unlimited Facebook page and
Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, you'll find us. Just search for MR Unlimited.
Yeah,
you put in time and investment. We're sitting on a rack that contains all your connectors and whatnot.
This task is not just taking an old harness and robbing connectors. I mean, it's pretty extensive of going through and identifying each connector, the seal, the pin or socket. I mean, there's a lot of things that go into it, trying to make things better. We're going to be stepping into the YZ 450 conversion harness too.
So you're not just going to offer this for Hondas?
No. This is first rendition. we're going to be stepping into some others, and then there's some other CRFs coming, and then we're going to go into the YZ450 conversion.
All right, well,
hybrid.
focusing on these Honda harnesses, let's be specific. Which years are you doing? So if I have an older Honda ATV and I want to put in a newer dirt bike engine, but I need that harness to tie it all in and relocate my components, what years are you offering?
So mainly we've been dealing with modern, the 17 and newer fuel injected electric start. Now 17 came kickstart, and you could put the electric start kit on it. So I make a harness for 17, 18 electric start only right now. And then 19, 20 is another harness. And then 21 to 24, possibly I think 25 is the same. That's a harness as well. And it has a lot to do with the mode switches, the start button, that stuff is the main differences in it.
It sounds like you've got it well thought out on how to make these hybrid builds more efficient and run better. But what everybody's wondering right now is the expense. What's this cost?
A stock harness is anywhere between $300 and $500. I mean, some people can get a deal. You can find a used one, whatever. You know, this with the bracketry right now, it's going to be $800. I'd love to do it, you know, cheaper than that, but it just takes a lot of time. There's a lot of expense with all the products because we're not using, you know, cheap product.
No, this is high grade quality work too. Excellent welds and solid material.
You know, so we really want to do, you know, just a good product. Now, with that being said too, and again, this will be touched on in a future video with conversion parts, but you know, some people don't want to spend on this, which I get, but I still will offer a front relocation
for all the electronic components.
For the electronic components, but maybe you don't want to, okay, because the ECM is in the back, or the ECU is in the back. A lot of these kits like Walsh and JB and some others, they put everything to the back, okay, which is fine. And you could still do that, but we can relocate your battery up to the front. I can give you a jumper harness for that. I mean, no matter what you do, you have to lengthen wires and do all kinds of things.
Sure.
I think it's the cleanest. It works the best. It gets all the electronics from out back up to the front. It's serviceable that way.
Yeah. So this is a Honda specific application that he's referring to. This is relocating all your Honda dirt bike engine components up front onto the ATV, the Honda ATV, and giving you a harness that is actually going to go along the upper frame rail and out of sight and connect all those components to your engine. So this is primarily just to make it answering the why question here. This is for those Honda enthusiasts, those Honda fans that are putting that newer Honda dirt bike engine into their older ATV.
Correct.
Because as you know, most of the manufacturers have stopped building ATVs.
They have. And we know we talked about this before too, like 04 and 05. A lot of those engine parts are obsolete now and you can't get stuff.
Yeah.
So there's people with those chassis. Now, nobody really makes a kit for those. The video that we did was an 05. And so a lot of that stuff that we've learned there, we're going to try to apply and move forward with so that people can do this project on those older chassis.
Thank you, Mario, for explaining the new harness you're offering. And again, if you guys are interested, hit us up on Facebook Messenger, reach out, or even on Instagram, just look up MR Unlimited. Brings you right to this guy. Look for this logo. Appreciate everybody who entered into the giveaway.
Yes.
We look forward to bringing you some more content. We've got part 4 of the Honda hybrid video coming up shortly, and some spin-off videos based off of setting that machine up properly, suspension alignment and whatnot. Mario, got anything to finish up with?
No, I just really appreciate everybody watching and doing the whole giveaway.
This was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Next time we're giving away a Corvette.
Let's not push things.
All right.